Hi, friends. Chris Hardy here, and I am the Associate Pastor at West Lawn United Methodist Church, and I am grateful, along with Pastor Jeff, that you take the time, a few minutes out of each day, to spend time with us and to focus and center yourself upon God. Now, I like to explain myself a little bit. Some might say backtrack. I won't go that far. I just will offer an explanation. On Saturday, in my glaring, graceful, loving, devotional that I devoted, circular reasoning there, devoted to my wife, I may have said two words that Tisha said was a little inappropriate without the context, and a couple folks said it was cringeworthy, and for that I am truly sorry. But I said that Tisha, one of my first impressions of her was that she was a disgusting hog. And I know that sounds bad for me to say it again, but let me be clear. I do not believe or think now that my wife is a disgusting hog, and quite frankly probably really didn't then either. You know me to be a little sarcastic, a little bit of diarrhea of the mouth. I put my foot in my mouth quite frequently. While I am blunt and frank, I sometimes say things that I probably shouldn't say, but this came about. The context was, we were married young. And of course, that meant we met in college and went to some parties and may or may not have enjoyed some adult beverages that come from a keg, which makes a person burp from time to time. And that's what Tisha was doing, and that was what my comment came from. And that was my first impression, but first impressions don't last. And quite frankly, maybe they do. I don't know, because honestly, that's what I came to love about her. Not so much the burping, but that she was her. She wasn't trying to be somebody else. She wasn't trying to work her charm on anyone. She was Tisha from day one, from moment one. And that reminds me of Proverbs 31:30, that says, "Charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised." You see, she wasn't trying to be deceptive. She wasn't trying to pull the wool over my eyes, so to speak, or pretend to be someone she wasn't. While she is beautiful, when I hear in this proverb that beauty is vain, to me that's like a shallow vanity, that you're only worried about your looks. In today's terms, I'd think of the girls, the women that chronically take selfies of themselves and do their hair and their makeup and Photoshop and do all these kinds of filters on their phones and to find that perfect picture because they're trying to woo somebody, to be someone that they're not and to show that they're somebody else, but they're really not. Tisha's very beautiful inside and out, but she never tried to pull the wool over my eyes, and that's honestly what I fell in love with her about. Her bluntness, her frankness, for being authentic and genuine from day one, from moment one. Now, there was a day or two off in between date two, but we went out on date two and date three, and things got serious, and of course we became engaged. And that's when I realized that there was more. I knew there was more to her, but I realized that more to her, that depth that I knew was there from day one, was her fear of God. And that's the reverence and her faith in Jesus Christ, is what the fear of the Lord means. And quite frankly, because of her fear of the Lord, probably the reason I'm alive, and probably is the reason, well over 50% of the reason, that I'm a Christian and a pastor. So without her, I would not be here today. I certainly would not be the man, the husband, the father that I am today. And for that, I am forever grateful to her. And that's all because of her fear of the Lord. And for her, I do praise her and thank her and thank God for bringing her to me. So contrary to the terrible words that I said about her in jest and not really serious. So without the context, it does sound terrible. But I love my wife. She is to be praised and honored, and I treat her like the queen that she is. And thank you for holding me accountable and to treating her and to reminding me to treat her as she deserves to be treated. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your faith in God. Thank you for your time with us. And I just thank you. And may God be with you until we meet again. Hi friends, it's me, Pastor Chris, with my roll of toilet paper. This roll of toilet paper generated so much conversation last week that it gave Pastor Jeff and I the idea of to use ordinary objects in our devotional videos, but we want you to help with us. So our new upcoming video series is going to be called Stump the Pastor, where you, the viewers, our congregation, submit pictures of an ordinary object or a very unique object. You send it to our email, and then it could be chosen as the foundation of one of our upcoming devotional videos. Now, we already did toilet paper, so we're not going to use that again. But to give you an idea, it could be, a can of green beans or a board game like Battleship you have laying around. Maybe a can of Wasp and Hornet Killer, I don't know. A bag of dog treats, or maybe an axe you have laying around. You get the idea. It could be any ordinary or unique object. You send it to us, and we'll be happy to choose it and base our daily devotional video as we share the good news of Jesus Christ with you. And as always, friends, thanks for tuning in, and may God be with you until we meet again.